Hi guys. I've been reading a lot lately about how people are loving more authenticity on social media, and so I figured, what more authentic way could I come to you this Monday than in my gym strip with no makeup on? I'm sorry. So I want to talk to you today about systemizing things, locking it in. I teach a lot of business owners a lot of amazing things, and then they get all hyped up. I do this too. You go to a great course, you read a great book, and you're like, this is going to change my business. And you go back and maybe implement it, but it kind of fizzles out after a while, or I'll have somebody who's been checking their financials every month, really doing well, and then I'm like, oh, how did you do last month? Oh, I don't know, I haven't looked. Like, come on, that's one of your most important key drivers in your business. So today we're gonna talk about locking it in, because that is so important. When you learn something great from a coach, from me, from one of these videos, from a seminar, from a book, anything, from a mentor, you have to lock it in, or you're not gonna get the long-term results that you want, okay? So let's talk about, we got three steps, okay? So step one is learn the system and decide to lock it in. So the example that I wanted to use this week is we often, well always, create an excellent, amazing marketing plan with every business, and a piece of that marketing plan is spending money or spending time getting leads, and another piece is measuring the effectiveness of the time and money we spend getting money and leads. Yes, leads. So we're going to use an example where the part that we're going to talk about is the marketing plan that includes executing on marketing activities and reviewing your monthly marketing KPIs. So cost per customer, cost per lead, conversion rate, and ROI we're going to talk about. And I want you to measure those on each type of marketing spend. So if you spend time or money on Facebook, you spend time or money in a networking group, you spend time or money on billboard ads, probably not, maybe. Newspaper, probably not, maybe. Radio, probably not, maybe. But wherever you spend the money or wherever you get leads from, I want you to track this all separately, okay? So for each type of lead, I want you to track the cost per customer, the cost per lead, the conversion rate, and the return on investment. So that just means if we spent $1,000 on Facebook and we got 1,000 leads, it costs $1 per lead. You can calculate the same thing for customer. And then conversion rate is, if we got 1,000 leads from Facebook and we converted 500 of them, our conversion rate is 50%, okay? And then return on investment, that's a simple one, what you spend versus what you get back in. And I like to use the profit, not just the revenue. So whatever you spend versus the profit you get from the spend. Okay, now that you know the numbers that we want to measure, okay, that's the system that we're creating. Number two is to assign the outcomes, so the goals, you want to achieve from the system by adding them as KPIs on someone's job description. So for this example, I'm going to use Sally. She's going to be responsible to convert 50% of all the leads that come into the business. So she might be your receptionist or one of the front-facing staff members, one of the people who gets to deal with the customers in the beginning. And we're going to give her a goal of 50% conversion rate. So regardless of where they come from, Facebook, networking, word of mouth referrals, other happy clients, your decals, your signs, Sally is going to be responsible to get, so let's say we get 2,000 leads in a month, she's got to convert 1,000 of them. That's her KPI, that's on her job description, and we're going to talk to her about that every month. Bob, who buys marketing and monitors social media, is responsible for effective and profitable marketing. So his goal is to have a positive ROI on his spends, and he's got a goal to have a low cost per lead and a low cost per customer. So you decide what you're willing to spend, $1 per lead. If your business, like if the thing that you sell is a really high value, like coaching is a really high value, right? So if we spent a couple $100s for a lead, that might be okay. But if you're just selling something very cheap, candy bars. You know, you would not want to be paying $1, $100 for a lead. That's really bad. And then how much do you pay for a customer? And you can kind of determine, well, what am I currently paying per customer, and try and get that down. Or you can look at what is the lifetime customer value and decide on what you would be okay with. So we're going to give Bob all of these goals: cost per customer, cost per lead, and return on investment. Okay? And then remember, Sally is got conversion rate on her KPI. Okay, so now we have goals. They're on their job descriptions. They're called KPIs, key performance indicators. They're the most important goals. And you get Sally and Bob working on these, tracking these, and every single month, number 3, put it in the calendars. So then every single month, you sit down and you go over their goals and you go over their actual numbers. And you are going to be blown away by how fast you can improve results when you give people goals. People want to do a good job. People want to achieve goals. You just have to remember there's 2 parts. Is it worth it, and is it attainable? So make sure that you help them figure out a way to attain the goal, and make sure that they know that it's worth it. You know, that they'll be rewarded, they'll be complimented. And a lot of good employees, they think it's worth it just to do a good job because they're awesome. So I hope you have some of those awesome employees. This putting it in the calendar part, that's not negotiable. If you know me, you have to live by your calendar if you want to be a really successful business owner. You have the same number of hours in your life that you have in your calendar, and you need to put everything in there, including free time with your family, including vacation time. And you'll be able to put a lot more fun time in your calendar when you systemize these things. But if you don't put it in your calendar and systemize it and lock it in, you're going to keep having all these fires and these bad results in your business that are going to keep taking up your time. So trust me, if it fits in your calendar, it fits in your life. So put it in the calendar. Make sure you do this thing every month. Do the review with the staff. And then even better, I like to say, in structure, you'll find freedom. Because in your calendar, using that calendar for everything, you're going to start to notice that because everything is systemized and locked in, things are really starting to work better in your business, which means it's more systemized, which means you get to take more time off or do more fun things, whatever your fun things are, okay? I'm not going to tell you what to do for fun, but... Okay, one last note. If you are the entrepreneurial, the true creative, artsy, easily distracted person in your business, you do not, first of all, there's no bad there. Like, I'm that person too. That's why I'm here in my gym strip doing this video for you today, because, well, it's in my calendar and I kept moving it in my calendar, and this is the last place I can move it to in my calendar. It's got to be done today. So if you're like me, artsy, entrepreneurial, creative, you love doing the thing, but you're not necessarily the put it in a box, manage it, work by a calendar, be super organized. You need a manager to do that for you. I have Laura here. She is amazing. She manages my life, my business, all the KPIs, all the tracking. You need people like that. So don't assign these things to yourself if you are like me. Assign them to manager type people, okay? So have an incredible week. Go systemize something right now, or tomorrow. Do it soon. But anyways, let me know how well it works in a month. You can thank me then. And I just want to remind you that I'm really grateful to be a part of your business journey. I know this stuff will make your business better, so go and implement it. Have an awesome week.